Have you ever found yourself struggling to do something as simple as putting on socks or lifting a grocery bag and thought, is this what getting old feels like? Hi, I'm Heike Yates and I'm the host of the Pursue Your Spark podcast. And let me tell you, you're not alone. Today we'll tackle this common frustration head on. Picture this. I'm going back to the socks. You're battling your socks every morning, hopping around on one foot, and trying to balance and maybe even take a tumble. Not exactly a graceful way to start your day. But what if I told you there's a type of exercise that can make these everyday tasks easier, boost your strength, and keep you moving effortlessly through life? Intrigued? Stick around because we're about to dive into the world of functional fitness. A game changer that will redefine how you think about staying fit and active, especially as you get older. This episode will explore how functional fitness can transform your daily life, from conquering those pesky socks to handling more demanding physical activities. We'll discuss practical exercises you can incorporate into your routine. These exercises are designed to improve your strength, flexibility, and balance, no matter your age or fitness level. Let's get ready to move better, feel stronger, and maybe even laugh a little bit along the way in our episode titled, Why You Need to Change Your Workout After 40. Now let's dive into our feature content. I remember this story like it was yesterday. My first husband and our then 3-year-old son went on a ski trip here near Maryland in Pennsylvania. And it was our first ski trip. My husband knew I loved to ski, and he didn't. He also was 17 years older than I was. So he said, I'll just hang out with our little one while you go skiing and enjoy yourself. So we get to the ski resort. I'm taking my stuff in, taking our little son inside the apartment, and I keep waiting for my husband, and I'm thinking, where is he? So I finally investigated, only to find him hunched over the car trunk. And I said, hey, what's going on with you? And he said, I threw out my back. And I'm like, come on, how can you throw out your back just picking stuff out of the trunk? Now, I've been a coach for almost 40 years now. Now I know why he threw out his back and what to do. Back then, I didn't know. I was a young trainer, a young coach, still learning. And now I know he'd never trained for functional fitness, which is part of what we talk about today. And why is it important that you change your workout after 40? But so for the 4-day trip we were there skiing, he mostly lay on the floor because his back was so bad. That's all he could do. Did he learn his lesson? Not really, because he kept throwing out his back. And as I kept learning more about how the body functions and what we need to do, I was able to help him get stronger over the years. But you may also say, Heike, what is functional fitness? Functional fitness focuses on exercises that mimic everyday movements. Picking stuff out of the trunk. Improving your ability to perform daily tasks efficiently, picking stuff off the floor. Unlike traditional workouts that isolate muscles, functional fitness trains multiple muscle groups simultaneously, so together, enhancing your overall strength, flexibility, balance, and endurance. Think of functional fitness as preparing your body for real-life activities. It involves movements like, I mentioned already, bending, lifting, pushing, pulling, everyday things that you do. And now that pickleball is so popular, you want to prepare for a fun game that keeps you injury-free. And we're already seeing people that come from the pickleball game injured. So if you're a pickleballer, whatever it is you're doing, and you're not incorporating functional movement into your training, this is your episode. And it's not only for us the people that are getting older. So the goal is to make these activities easier and safer by boosting your physical capacity. It is especially great for older adults who want to combat age-related muscle loss called as sarcopenia, but it's not just for them. It's everybody. The athletes are, at the time of this recording, the athletes at the Olympics are or have trained with functional fitness to do the sports they compete in and stay injury-free and strong. So while traditional workouts might focus on isolating muscles, functional fitness looks at the whole body in its entirety. It's practical, it's effective, and it's something everyone should, and I hate to use the word should, but you need to include functional fitness, and you can do it. Now, I keep going back to the socks because the original title was more like From Socks to Strength Training. But anyways, the title is now Why You Need to Change Your Workout After 40. So do you sit down putting on your socks? My husband does, and I keep picking on him for that. I said, all right, stand up, practice your balance. You may wobble a little bit, and that's okay. Keep practicing putting on your socks, standing instead of sitting down all the time. And functional training is not just for the aging population. It's for you, if you're listening to this episode, you, the athlete. And I know already some of you rolling your eyes saying, I'm not an athlete, Heike, but you are active. You don't have to train for the Olympics to be considered, in my books at least, as an athlete. Maybe you love your morning runs, enjoy a good hike, or just want to keep up with the kids at the playground. But as we get older, some things we used to do got a little bit or a lot harder. Bending over the dishwasher strains your back, as one of my clients reported. Lifting a suitcase out of the trunk feels like a major workout. Listen to the story at the beginning again where my ex-husband threw out his back, and not just once. And the monkey bars at the park. When was the last time you tackled those guys? Forget about it. All these changes can happen overnight, even if you're hitting the gym regularly. But do those workouts support your health and fitness needs as you age? Maybe you're still crushing it with the heavy lifts and the intense cardio sessions, but then you tweak your back, picking up something off the floor. Does that sound familiar? And then you're laid off for weeks, can't continue with your intense workouts and hard lifting. This is where functional fitness steps in. It's not just for beginners. It's crucial for active adults who want to stay stronger and healthy for life. So when I started putting information together for this episode, I was like, this is exactly what I want them to do. It improves performance by enhancing movement patterns and muscle engagement that traditional workouts might overlook. Functional fitness has become popular across all ages and fitness levels. Young adults use it to boost their performance, like our Olympian athletes at the moment, and busy parents find it helps them keep up with their kids. It's about training your body to handle real life situations, whether it's putting on the socks. I keep going back to that because there's so many funny reels out on social media. If you're on social media, you know which ones I'm talking about. Carrying groceries or lifting weights or running after your grandchild. So our granddaughter, Lila, was just visiting us, of course, including her parents, visiting us here in Maryland. And I got her a little scooter because I know she's already starting to bike. And I said, let's get a little scooter. I'm sure she loves it. And she was an expert at scooting. Now, the neighborhood we live in is very hilly. She would just barrel down the hill, and I would yell after her, stop, brake. And she would put her foot down, and she would drag her foot to come to a stop. But I got so nervous. I mean, here I am, Oma, as we're called in Germany, and Opa were right next to her as she was barreling down those hills. And we had to jog and keep up with her. And it was quite the workout. And so just the other day, my son sent a message and saying, oh, Guess what? Lila just said, I'm going really fast, and only Oma and Opa, which is my husband, can catch me. Now, this was the biggest compliment I could have gotten from a 2.5-year-old. So whether you want to enhance your performance, stay active as you age, or recover from an injury, functional fitness has something for you. It's about training your body to handle real life situations with being effective and efficient, keeping you strong, balanced, and ready no matter what life throws your way. I had not planned on running next to her on the little scooter, but I sure did. But what does it feel like when you feel like you can't keep up? You can't do the things anymore that you used to, that you're not as fast anymore, that you need to take a break, that you need to be more careful in your movements. This can be super frustrating and debilitating almost. Let's be real, struggling with everyday activities can stir up a whole bunch of emotions. One of the most common feelings is frustration. Like easy tasks like emptying the dishwasher. It shouldn't be that hard, and you may feel irritated and just annoyed with yourself and your body because last week, it seemingly you could empty the dishwasher, no problem. And alongside the frustration, there's also the sense of feeling helpless. You're thinking, okay, it was so easy. Things like gardening or playing tennis can suddenly feel difficult, and you might feel like you're losing control over your body and your life. And this noticeable decline can lead to decreased independence, which is particularly tough when you always have been sufficient. You've always been on your own. You've always done your stuff. And suddenly you can't lift a heavy box anymore because you can't bend over because you might throw out your back. Or you're twisting in the wrong way and your whole back is in spasm. This sneaks up on us. It's not all of a sudden we feel that, but it feels so helpless, so angry almost, and you feel old before your time, and it's another emotional struggle. When physical capabilities diminish, it can feel like we're aging before our time, and we say, oh my God, I feel like 100 years old, and you're not. But that feeling can be accompanied by a sense of being out of shape, and where your body no longer feels strong and capable, and impacting your self-esteem and body image. One of my clients came in the other day, and she was really frustrated. She has made building her strength a priority. She's hypermobile, so we have to be careful not to stretch her too much, but we definitely focus on strengthening. And she's now 78 years old and is in great shape. But she says, I can't do push-ups anymore. What am I doing wrong? She says, my wrists and my hands and my back. And so we looked at her body of what we can do to continue with push-ups. For her, doing the push-ups means independence. She shared with me that at one point in her life, she fell. She braced herself with her arms from the fall. She didn't hurt herself, and she credited this not hurting herself, just a little skin abrasion, to that she had a strong upper body and could catch the fall with her arms. So she did not want to give up her push-ups. So we had to do a little bit of finagling to get her into a push-up position that still is effective for her, for what she needs, and that she can do without pain. It was an eye-opener for her. Another overlooked fact is that when we lose these abilities of doing our everyday tasks, is that we lose confidence in our bodies and are more self-conscientious about what we can or can't do. And this can extend to social situations where worries about physical limitations might cause you to withdraw from an activity you once enjoyed. Like joining friends for a walk or a game of tennis. You say, I better shouldn't be doing this because I might hurt myself. And finally, sadness, because it is a sense of loss. I used to play tennis. I used to run. I used to do all these things that I oftentimes hear from my older clients that said, I used to love a good game of tennis and I can't do it anymore. This loss is really diminishing our quality of life, and we want to preserve as much as we can from to do these activities instead of sitting by the sidelines feeling all these emotions that make us not feel good and definitely don't lead us to being happier, healthier, stronger. And yes, there is a limit as we get older, but as I always say, let's put up a fight. We're not going down without a fight. But the good news here is that we have functional fitness. Incorporating functional fitness into your daily routine might help you mitigate these feelings by improving strength, flexibility, and overall physical function. Functional fitness allows you to regain independence and confidence. Go back to that sock. Practice standing on one foot and putting on the sock, or even a shoe is a great start. It's about making daily tasks easier and feeling stronger and more capable in everything you do. And functional fitness is also a game changer for weight management and overall health. It burns calories, builds muscles, and boosts your metabolism. Also by incorporating cardio, it supports cardiovascular health too. So it's a whole package. And the good news is it's never too late to start, and the benefits are worth the effort. Functional fitness is crucial in preventative medicine, healthy aging, and injury prevention. I could do a whole episode on injury prevention, but it even benefits your mental health, as you just found out from all the side effects that we sometimes don't even recognize, and it boosts your confidence. By integrating these practical exercises into your routine, and they don't have to do all day, and they can be part of what you already are doing, you're preparing for a more resilient future. Here's why you need to change your workout after 40. As we age, our bodies undergo several changes that necessitate adjustments in our workout routine. Here's why adopting your fitness regimen after 40 is crucial. Reduce muscle mass and strength. After 30, muscle mass and strength naturally begin to decline. This process, known as sarcopenia, and I mentioned it earlier, can be countered with strength training focusing on muscle preservation and growth. Incorporating more resistance exercises helps maintain muscle mass and keep you strong. And I'll have examples for you for functional fitness later in this episode. And number 2 is a slower metabolism. After menopause, our metabolism slows down. It's easier to gain weight. Adjust your workout to include more high-intensity interval training sessions can boost your metabolism and help you manage weight more effectively. Also, if you have concerns about the impact of high intensity, you keep walking. High intensity walking is great. It's a low impact activity, but it's a big yield for our metabolism. Number 3 is joint health and mobility. When we talk about aging, we talk about arthritis, general stiffness. So we need to include low-impact exercises like swimming, cycling, and Pilates can improve joint health, flexibility, reduce pain, improving mobility, a big one. Number 4 is bone density. Again, after osteoporosis, we're dealing a lot more with the idea of osteoporosis. So bone density decreases as we age, but also our changes in metabolism are to blame for that problem. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, dancing, and resistance training are essential to strengthen bones and prevent fractures. Balance and coordination can decline as we age, increasing the risk of falls, which ties in with the bone density aspect. Incorporating balance exercises such as standing on one leg, working with a stability ball, which I did with a client today, and boy, oh boy, was it an eye-opener for her as far as her balance and coordination was concerned. But it helps enhance stability, and again, it prevents or possibly prevents falls. If, or at least the way I look at it, if you fall, you are better equipped if you're prepared that you might fall to not get injured. So then we have recovery time tends to increase. So we need a little bit more rest to listen. So listen to your body and allow for adequate rest is key, is super duper important, as I would like to say. Integrate more rest days and recovery focused activities like stretching, gentle yoga. All this can help your body heal and prevent overuse injuries. And I did a reel today where the title was "Work Out Hard?" ? And it's not always that we should push hard all the time to yield results. Your muscles grow and your muscles heal in recovery, and so does your whole body, the whole system. And let's not forget about cardiovascular health can be affected by age-related changes. Regular aerobic exercise, brisk walking, swimming, cycling helps maintain a healthy heart and improves endurance. Now, don't forget, I just want to add this, that swimming does not aid in increased bone density. So keep that in mind when you build your workout. And then there are the mental health benefits. Exercise is a powerful tool for mental health, especially as stress and responsibilities increase as we age. Activities that combine physical and psychological engagement, like Pilates or even martial arts or Tai Chi, can help reduce stress and improve cognitive function. So these are 8 reasons why you need to change your workout after 40. You can stay strong, healthy, and active and enjoy a higher quality of life as you get older. I would like you also to listen to episode number 90, the best exercises for women over 50. I'll leave a link in the show notes for you so you can check out episode number 90. So let's talk about the key components to functional fitness, which are strength, flexibility, balance, and endurance. And I have an example, a real life example for you for each one. So let's talk about strength. Building muscle strength is crucial for everyday tasks like lifting groceries or moving furniture. We all move around a little bit. Functional fitness exercises often use body weight, resistant bands, or light weights to enhance your strength. For example, consider carrying a heavy laundrette basket up the stairs. Building muscles through exercises like squats, push-ups, and resistance bands can help you lift and carry heavy items without straining yourself. Number 2 is flexibility. Being flexible helps you move more freely and reduces the risk of injury. Imagine being stiff and shuffling around after a long run. All those runners out there, you may remember your first marathon where you couldn't walk up and down the stairs. And I'm raising my hand here. So if you watch the video, you see me raising my hand because after my first marathon, I did not want to do any stairs. I was so sore and so stiff. Stretching exercises and movements that mimic daily activities improve your range of motion and make daily tasks easier. Imagine reaching down to tie your shoes and stretch and grab up to a high shelf or try to get up there. Flexibility exercises like stretching and Pilates improve your range of movement, making this easier and reducing the risk of pulling a muscle. Balance is a big one. Good balance prevents falls and potentially prevents a hip fracture if you fall, especially as we get older and we're postmenopause. This is definitely something that you need to keep in mind. But I don't want you to be frightful and thinking, I can't do anything. If I fall, I may fracture my hip. No, instead, I want you to start doing functional training so you can mitigate this whole situation. So functional fitness incorporates balance exercises to strengthen your core and stabilize muscles, keeping you more agile and secure in your movements. Like picture walking on an uneven sidewalk or navigating a crowded room without tripping. Balance exercises such as standing on one leg, doing stability ball exercises, strengthen your core, and stabilizing muscles help you stay steady on your feet and perhaps prevent falls. Now, endurance is the final one of the 4. allows you to perform activities for longer periods without getting tired. Fitness or functional fitness routines include cardio, high repetition exercises to boost your stamina, and energized throughout the day. Think about playing with your grandchild or going on a long walk without getting tired. Endurance training like brisk walking, cycling, or high repetition exercises boost your stamina, allowing you to enjoy longer periods of activity without fatigue. Now, I want to add here that since I'm talking about higher repetition exercises, this is a different protocol because I also emphasize we need to lift heavy, but we're talking functional fitness. That's a little bit different. So by combining these 4 components, functional fitness helps you become stronger, more flexible, balanced, and enduring, making everyday activities easier and more efficient, which is key. I want to especially point out the benefits in functional fitness with Pilates. Pilates is an excellent complement to functional fitness because it emphasizes core strength, flexibility, balance, and endurance. All the points I just talked about it. So for example, increasing your strength. Pilates exercises like the plank, leg circles focus on building core strength and mobility. A strong core stabilizes your body during daily activities as things as lifting heavy bags or moving furniture. By strengthening the deep abdominal muscles, Pilates helps you maintain good postures and also prevents injuries. Flexibility in Pilates. Pilates movements like the saw or the spine stretch forward promote flexibility by lengthening and stretching muscles while still maintaining core strength. So it's increasing the range of movement, making it easier to reach down, tie your shoes, get to that shelf that I was talking about earlier. Balance exercises like the single leg stretch and standing leg balance in Pilates. We have standing Pilates exercises. We're working on the challenge, challenging our stability, practicing these moves helps you be more assured when you're standing somewhere, practicing it as we get older in different scenarios. And it may reduce the risk of falling as well. So you'll have your core, you'll have your posture, and you keep working on your balance, your flexibility, and your core strength and balance strength throughout the body. And then oftentimes, Pilates routines often include flowing sequence. Flow is another key word in Pilates. It's called the 100 or swimming exercises. And these exercises are done quite fast, I might say, and allowing you to perform activities like gardening or play with the grandkids for extended periods of time without getting tired. So you have Pilates as one of the key components as well to functional fitness, but make sure you include all the other exercises as well, or you don't. And I was just interviewed on a podcast as a guest, and I was asked if you have to go to a studio. No, you don't. And if you can do Pilates at home. Yes, you can. And we have the Fasted and Fit over 50 quick start, so you can get started with simple Pilates exercises and learn a little bit more about intermittent fasting. And I'll leave a link in the show notes for you to check out that little mini course. So also, I want you to listen to episode number 217, Lessons from the Blue Zone, where I talk extensively about how people living in the blue zones stay healthier longer, and they do something like functional training as well. I'll leave a link in the show notes for you to check it out as well. So let's talk about how you can change your workout. Incorporate functional fitness exercises into your routine 2 to 3 times a week is a great way to start. Think of exercise like squat, lunges, and push-ups. Squats can help you build the strength to get out of a chair, or lift objects off the ground. Think of the mulch bag you're going to lift. Lunges improve your balance and leg strength, making climbing stairs or walking on uneven surfaces easier. Push-ups, we talked about earlier, enhance your upper body strength and are handy for pushing open heavy doors or carry bags. So we have the body weight squats, the lunges. They could be forward lunges or reverse lunges backwards. We have push-ups. Then you also can do a simple plank where you don't go up and down. Holding a plank for up to a minute or two is quite challenging and requires core balance and strength. And then you can single leg balance, standing on one leg like we do in yoga, like the tree pose. Or there's so many other things you can practice balance with, like I mentioned, the stability ball. Start with small, manageable steps, like committing to 15 minutes of these exercises 3 times a day. So I would start out with doing squats. Let's do 10 squats, 10 reverse lunges, work up to 5 to 10 push-ups, hold your plank for 30 seconds, and then stand on one leg for 30 seconds. Would be a great goal for a beginner. If you are not a beginner, double up the time. Double up the repetitions. So there's something for everybody. As you become stronger and more confident, the time and intensity gradually increases. The key is consistency and focusing on movements that make life easier, making sure that your fitness routine stays practical and enjoyable. Remember that overcoming everyday struggles with functional fitness is entirely possible. You can regain strength, flexibility, and confidence by incorporating practical exercises into your routine. You have a little bit of a blueprint throughout the episode. Functional fitness makes daily tasks easier and supports healthy aging, injury prevention, and mental well-being. And I talked about the impact of not being able to do the things you used to. So if you're ready to transform your routine and embrace a more active, vibrant lifestyle, I'd love to help you get started. Email me at heike@heikeyates.com with the subject line, functional, to learn more and start your journey with me today. So reach out and let me know how I can help you. Let's move better, feel stronger, and live life fully. And I'll see you next time on the Pursue Your Spark podcast. Ciao.